Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to another Trains Simulator video. Trains Classic. Train Simulator Classic. Not Train Z this time, but today we're going to take a look at the Machine Rails Western Maryland H9 Consolidation 280. Now, I'm going to focus more on the weathered variant. I know we've seen many of the more famous, more popular developer or streamers do videos on the on their very first one, which is this right here, the clean variant. Yeah, the Fireball clean, and then I know Schnauzer did a video with the as delivered. So I'm not going to focus too much on these two. I more or less have them here for references, comparisons, because I have not seen anybody do a video on the weathered. Now, there's not a huge difference between the weathered and the clean variant. The weathered variant is supposed to represent a few years down the road. The locomotive's seen some hard use. I believe the physics are changed a little bit on it, and there are some differences in sounds. So it'll have a kind of a cracked whistle, like a chipped cracked whistle. So it'll have a different tone to it, and then obviously if it's got different physics setups, it's going to have a different power rating and such. But yeah, we're going to take a look at the quality, see what it's like, because like I said, I haven't seen any major streamers do a video on this one, and I can understand why. I know a lot of people were a little maybe irked, would be a word, irked, that Machine Rail opted to make these three completely separate packs. So most people, I imagine, don't own all three of them, but it is what it is. I know some of you might have been thinking about the weather variant. Maybe you own one, maybe you own two, maybe you own all three, but Machine Rail's got a Christmas sale going on, so I picked up all three of them. So yeah, I'm going to do a video on it. Now, like I said, difference-wise from the clean variant to the weathered, there's not a whole lot. Matter of fact, I don't think there's any actual physical differences. It's all in the weathering and the sounds. Now, obviously, it's very different from the as delivered over here, but there's already some far more popular people that have done videos on those differences. So yeah. Now, overall, the locomotive is not bad. I've fiddled around with it for a little bit. I don't hate it, but I almost feel like it's a different quality of work compared to Machine Rail's typical products, I should say. So let's hop into it here. Be sure our tracks are somewhat set here so that we don't slam into anything we shouldn't. Set our brakes. I'm not ready to start just yet. So, first thing, sounds are different. Like I said earlier, it's got a kind of a cracked, worn whistle, so we'll take a listen to that. I actually really like the whistle, but I did find a fun little irk with the whistle. So sounds like that outside. Now let's go inside. There's no ending. No ending at all. You have your start, your middle, and it just ends. As opposed to outside. So it's got an ending outside but not inside. That's a little bit of an oversight that surprises me hasn't been patched by now. I mean, these locomotives have been out for a decent bit of time. Sorry, those injectors are ridiculously loud. But these models have been around for a decent bit of time now. Decent enough that I feel like that should have been caught. So, other than that, it's a really good sounding whistle. I mean, it's got the same bell sound. Same headlights. Mostly the same locomotive. But I can't really show you a difference in physics. It's not really a way to do that, but I'll just have to take their word for it. So I guess we'll take a look at the weathering. Now, I don't hate it per se, but I don't like it. Why? Because it's inconsistent. Now, let's forget the frame and the wheels for a second. The boiler, the running boards, cylinders, the rods, all of that actually look really, really good, in my opinion. There's a nice dust layer over the locomotive. It's greasy, grimy. The smoke box is all covered in crap. It looks really used, and it looks decent, you know, compared to our clean variant over here. Very, very different. Very different. So that looks pretty, that part of it looks pretty good. It's the wheels I can't get past. So our pilot and our drive wheels here are almost white. Like neon white. I think it's hideous, and I think it's not right. Not very good. Especially when you hop back here to the tender, and you know, we really don't have anything going on with the wheels here. And your trucks, the truck frames, the wheels themselves, all of that would be, in theory, the same color as those wheels. And these are going through the same thing these drive wheels are going through, so why ain't they the same color? You know, we don't really see that over here. So I don't know what they were shooting for. I don't know if there's a specific photo they base this off of or what, but there's nothing back here. There's nothing on the frame. And even the drive rods. So let's hop back over to the clean one. So we have a very polished-ish silver going on the drive rods on the clean, and more or less the same on the modified, on the as delivered. We hop over here, and our drive rods are more or less the same. But the wheels are just wrong. It just doesn't seem right. Like even the front half of a locomotive is going to hit all of whatever that dust is long before these wheels do every single time. So why is it, I mean, from here down, why is it not that dusty? I mean, look at our plow. It's not half as bright as that. So I think that was kind of, I don't know. I don't like it. I like the locomotive for its whistle. I don't like it for its looks. Because, in my opinion, the weathering job just, it could have been a lot better. And it started out decent. I mean, they got the oil streaks coming out of our smoke box door here that look really good. All over the smoke box. There's a nice healthy dusting all over the locomotive. And it looks really good. And then you get to these neon white wheels. So I'm not fond of it. I don't like it. I really don't. Especially compared to the other two over here. These are just overall better looking, better done. Now there is another entertaining irk that I found with this model. As we get it up to speed here, I'll show you. I'm going to cut my reverser down right off the bat. That right there. As soon as it hits 15 mile an hour, the sound file immediately changes. There's no blend at all to it. I'll slow it down here. We can hear it again. Yeah, I know. I'm playing with the HUD. Big whoop. It's laughably easier to play with the HUD whenever you're doing videos. Alright. Yeah, that ain't right. So I'm going to leave the throttle open and then apply the brake so we can hear it in reverse. Come on. Right there. That is just not right. It doesn't sound right at all. And it doesn't in the cab too. It's disgusting. Going through Gettysburg here. And right there, it just cut again. So the next speed file. Yeah, I know, we're speeding. I'm ignoring the speed limit for a little bit. But, yeah. The sound files, they're not blended together at all. It's an immediate change at speed, at like a certain speed. It just immediately swaps sound files. Which, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I feel like they could have done a lot better. It sounds pitiful. So... leave our throttle open, we can hear it in reverse. A nice slow... So from the 35 to 40, that sound change isn't too bad. That was not very smooth. And then that is just laughably not smooth. And other than that, the locomotive does not sound bad. Like, the chuff sounds themselves don't sound bad. The whistle itself doesn't sound bad. It's just that in-cab immediately cut off sound that it's ridiculous. And then the chuff sounds that are not blended like at all. That I kind of can't believe that they pushed it out like that. That was a little bit ridiculous, but I digress. It's whatever you guys think of it. and then there's just this neon white wheels that it wouldn't have looked that bad if other parts of the locomotive were blended together with that dust a lot more. Because look at the frame. There's just nothing. The brake shoes. You would think the brake shoes that are right there on the wheels, they'd be the exact same color as those wheels, but nope. They're not. It's just, in my opinion, it's not blended very well. It's too stark a difference. So, other than that, that's really all you're getting with this pack. I mean, other than that, it's the same Western Maryland H9 with the fireball lettering. Nothing drastically different. I think it's just a relatively small change in physics, and obviously the whistle's different. But other than that, I don't believe there's any real major differences in the model. So take it as you will. Go check it out. If you don't have it, add it to your collection if you want to. I mean, like I said, they're on sale. I think I paid $9 and some change for it on sale right now. In my opinion, the other two are definitely better buys. And don't believe me, check out the quality from Schnauzen, whoever. All of them have done videos on the other two, and truth be told, the other two, in my opinion, are definitely better done. It just seemed like they baked a little better. Yeah, it's probably the one and only model I have from Machine Rail that I don't entirely enjoy. I do and I don't. Like, I don't hate it, but I don't like it quite like I like all their other stuff. So that's about it. Not a real long video today. Just taking a peek at the weathered variant. So hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought. If you liked or disliked, let me know. That's about it. Until next time. Later, fellas.